Good day, my name is Paul, M0PLA. I'm a member of the Telford District Amateur Radio Society, and a couple of the things I like doing is SOTA work, working on top of the mountains or the summits. I like doing a bit of chasing, and QRP work, and primarily building my own antennas. The antenna at the moment we're looking at is this one here, the Moxon. Fantastic antenna, I think. This one's a lightweight aluminium frame, which I'm going to show you how to build. And I've built this one. This is the first time I built one, and it seems to be working extremely well from the results on the analyzer. So I'll now go through the parts required and also the method I use to build it. Okay, equipment required: a pipe bender with adapters, 2 lengths of aluminium tube, which is a diameter of 12.7mm. It's just a pipe that we have lying around, and some plastic conduit, which is oval in shape and fits nicely over the aluminium tubing. Okay, bending the aluminium tube. First of all, I thought if I bend it too quick it's going to crease up, hence this piece here. It was bent slightly too quick and it did crease up, so that was no good. I thought about putting some sand inside the tube to help with the bending, but that was a complete and utter failure, so it didn't work at all. Okay, bending some pipe. Using the pipe bender, length of the aluminium tube, all I've done is I've marked roughly where I want the 90-degree angle to be. The pipe is slightly longer than I need, so all we do is open up the pipe, once the pipe is set, just a nice, gentle, slow action. And I say, if you do it too fast, it will actually crease all the pipe up. So just take it nice and easy. I suppose I could heat the pipe up and see what that did. But the tests I've done with it bending nice and slowly haven't worked out too bad. As you can see, just nice and gentle, nothing too fierce, or it will actually crease the pipe up. That will be no good then to be used. Just nice and gently round, and then I've got some marks on there, but they're not for this size pipe, they're for a different size pipe. A little bit further, and that should be about right. I'll take that out, bend down, there we go. I've just got to put another slight bend on it, but as you can see it's bent and it's not really creased up. Okay, I've now bent it to 90 degrees. So all I've done is use the tiles on my floor in the conservatory, just hold it down the grout lines to get the 90 degrees. And as you can see, not really creased up, and it's a nice radius on the bend. So just do 4 of these, say oversized, only by a few inches either side, and then with the 4 you can actually join them together, which I'll show you in a second. Okay, all 4 pieces have now been cut, not to the required length, just slightly oversized, and primarily we're looking for your 4 radius on the corners. The drive element, which is going to be the bottom, as you can see the left and right side, there is a space between the two there. That is where obviously your feed line is going to go to, your centre and your braid. That is actually 705 millimeters, which is the length that I've actually cut that to already. And as you can see, the other parts just need cutting down slightly, and then we're getting where we need to be. Okay, as seen, now all pieces have been cut to the desired length. The reflector at the back, I still have a cut between the two pieces as I join these with a piece of aluminium inside, which I'll show you shortly how to do. And I find this way I can take all the beam apart and have 4 sections, so the Moxon can be put into a little bag and taken on top of any summit if you want to achieve a bit of portable work with it, and I find it a very good idea. Okay, next thing I do is measure 10 millimeters from the centre to the right and the centre to the left, and drill 2 4mm holes to mount some brass nut and bolts. As seen from the close-up image, it's just 2 brass nut and bolts drilled through the aluminium frame, ready for the feed point to be connected to. The next thing I do is take one of the offcuts of the aluminium pipe, cut it to about 2 inches long, and using a junior hacksaw just cut down the entire length twice to give you about a 3 or 4 millimeter gap, as you can see here. And then we can actually crush this together, which then gives you the diameter smaller than it was originally, which then will slide into the existing pipe. Okay, now as seen here, that is the little 2-inch offcut we had. It's now slid inside the director. So now, as you can see, we have the director and the reflector ready to be assembled together. Okay, what I've done now is I've measured 10 millimeters from the end of the pipes on the left and also the pipes on the right. And what you're going to do is I use this plastic oval conduit, and from the measurement on the Moxon calculator, the air spacing here and the other side is 17 millimeters. So this has been cut to 37 millimeters, and then because I've got 10 millimeters here and also 10 millimeters here and here, I know if I push this in, it's going to leave me 17 millimeters in the center. Okay, now I have the plastic conduit on both sides, and I've left just the one section out so you can see how it goes together. You have to just open the plastic conduit up slightly because of the oval shape, and the remaining will just sit in like that. Okay, you can see that the two elements on where the feed is going to go are actually touching together. They can't touch together, as we're all aware, so what I use is this. It's a clamp which has a rubber grommet. So what I do is I open it up, push the two parts in, and then once it's mounted to the boom, obviously it can't touch. Okay, I've used the existing boom off the other antenna, which I'd put pictures on Facebook, as I don't have enough conduit lying around to make another one. So we're now going to go and take this in the garden, and fingers crossed everything's been built to the right specifications. Garden. Gonna plug in the analyzer. Gotta be quick because it's just on the rain. See the screen. Got it set on 145 500 plus 10 megs at the moment. You can see that. So there you have it. As I just set up